Hello everyone, I'm Doc Oblivion and this is the Science and Benefits of Video Games, Episode 1. In today's episode, we'll be talking about fast reactions and decision making presented in 3 different games. The 3 games are Valorant, Counter-Strike, and Osu. But first, I need to explain what video games are. Video games are simulators with different scenarios. The difference varies from the genre and gameplay. For example, in Valorant or Counter-Strike, the scenario is very similar. The goal for Team 1 is to plant a bomb, and the goal for Team 2 is to defuse it. In Call of Duty, however, the Warzone mode is a scenario where you find yourself on an island with 150 people and you have to be the last one standing. And now the question is, how do such simulators improve the speed of decision making and reactions? Good thing there is a research paper for this episode. A study from 2015 says that people playing action games for more than 5 hours a week will experience improvement in perceptual, spatial, and perceptual motor and attention abilities. The perceptual motor skill is a process where visual, auditory, and tactile sensory abilities are combined. For example, jumping a rope while reciting the alphabet. The spatial motor skill is the capacity to understand, reason, and remember the spatial relations among objects or space. An example for spatial motor skill would be imagining the solar system. The perceptual motor skills are body consciousness, biliteral coordination, letterization, and motor planning. An example for perceptual motor skills would be reaching a cane. I've made a couple of videos showing my own improvement in reflexes portrayed in those 3 games that I said earlier. And since Valorant is the first game that I said, let's head on to Valorant shooting range, shall we? The first video is my first try of playing Valorant in 6 months. Let's see how it goes. Terrible. The second try is exactly after the first try. A little better. And the third try is exactly after the second try. The same thing applies to Counter-Strike. On the first try I was still able to play fast because I was still playing the same, so to speak, shooter game. But my aim was a complete disaster since I'm not used to the weapon, sensitivity, resolution and hitboxes. The goal was to make 3 different videos that are only a minute long and display the difference of practicing. The second try was better. I started remembering basic movement and shooting coordination, but my accuracy was still at the level of a silver elite player. On the third try, however, you can clearly see how I'm playing much faster and my accuracy is much better. get the point. So what does that mean? It means that the more you play that simulator, the more improvement you will experience in playing that particular scenario. And some of you will obviously ask, why would I train to shoot people? Well, that's not the case. Mostly. It depends on your age. If you are younger, you might take games a little more serious than they already are. And that's a problem. And that's why there is a PG rating on every game there is. Anyway, where was I? Right, in this case, you're training your fight or flight response, which is more important than you think. And now another question arises. What if you play a game that's not the same genre, but still requires fast reactions to beat? What happens is that you train yourself in a different aspect, a different scenario. Let's take Also for example. I haven't played Also before, so I started playing a song on normal, just to get used to the mechanics. The game was too easy for me, so I went straight on Insane and played the song only 3 times, just like the other games. Here are the results. This is the second try. And the third try. You know, I wanted to try the song a couple more times. Turned out that I played it 3 more times and this is my last try. If you look closely, I am faster and more accurate again. But I still failed the song. In conclusion, I want to point out that every game that's played competitively at a higher level will improve your reflexes and decision making, no matter what the scenario. It could be a MOBA, a shooter, or a racing game. It doesn't matter. So for all of you parents, teenagers, adults, games can actually save your life someday. Fast reflexes are needed everywhere. Examples could be driving a car, picking up a falling cup, or performing a surgery. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.